let's go figure skating today, except it is raining outside. It is absolutely pouring, so I'm gonna find a way to get to the rink without getting too wet. And here's my neighbours. So today I'm wearing long sleeves because it's very cold, and I'm wearing some skating stockings, and then under the stockings is like matching leggings but from different brands, so that's important. And also just a little bit for the back. I actually love the back of this shirt. That's the only reason I wear it today. So I just arrived at the rink, and I feel like I had to fight for my life to get here because I was on my period, and I am on the second day of my period, and it all just hit today. I don't know how I got here, to be honest. I was cramping, I was sweating, I was in pain. I like could not concentrate on the driving because of how much pain I was in. So good that I'm here. Don't know how I'm here, so I took some painkillers, so hopefully on the drive back I don't kill myself. Yes.
Because I was in so much pain, I had to get something to eat since this was my first meal of the day. It was a spinach and cheese roll, just so that I can at least curb my hunger, so that isn't one of the things that I felt painful during the skate. And I think that spinach and cheese roll really saved me. I needed the energy and I needed the carbs. It was a very hot bowl, and I got them to cut it in pieces for me because I just couldn't handle it.
Okay, so the painkillers are finally working. I don't feel that much in pain. I finished my spinach and cheese roll, and I think I'm okay. I just knocked on death's door and I'm back.
So I'm heading inside the rink now. Today was actually very busy. I found a spot to sit down and put my skates on. So here's the edit of me putting my skates on. They are very stinky, I'll say that, and it's very hard to tie it tight. I think it's because my ankle is a bit thinner, so I have to use a lot of extra force to get the tongue down and to really tie everything in place. So it's a workout in itself just to tie my skates. But I enjoy tying my skates because if it's done right, it really sets me up for a good skating session. It's just good mojo. If it's tight and nothing is wobbling, I feel confident to go and do everything that I want to try. Sometimes when it's loose, you don't feel like it's right. So this is how the rink looks like today at 12 p.m. I consider this pretty busy because there's a lot of children and those whales or dolphins that they use as skate assistants, and those assistants actually get in the way because it takes up a lot of surface area on the ice, and you'll see that as the kids start skating towards me, or as people start coming closer and closer to me. I think today's skate was really good in the sense that my spins felt a bit more stable, even though this is like the third time being on the ice after my skate sharpening. I think today was really just to practice some stuff and then just to make sure that everything was okay, because last week I lost my axle, which was really scary. But so far so good. Took a little break because I think there was just too many people and I couldn't keep skating in that section. So I came back when there was less people, and I was trying my broken leg spin. I always have trouble with that because I can never get that low. I think it's just a flexibility issue. And here is the best camel spin I had of today, but it was blocked by a small family skating past. Now I'm moving onwards to the actual footage of my coach and I in our lessons. So we did some more camel spins in our lesson, and I was having problems with actually keeping my hip up when I was doing the camel catch because I get lazy and I don't want to keep my hip in the same position, so sometimes I drop it, and that's how I lose the camel spin. and we tried a few more of those exercises to get my sit spin lower, and it was holding it for 8 revolutions, but I couldn't do that. And my coach suggested that I hold it then go down, and I guess it sort of helps. So hold it for 1 second before going into the spin, just so I can stabilize myself.
And hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So my coach was actually very helpful in suggesting that. We decided to try some sit spin variations so that I could start thinking about competitions and how to get more points. This was a bullet to broken leg, and I can never seem to get the transition quick enough or smooth enough. So that's something for me to practice more. Now moving on to the axle that I lost last week, I finally got it back, so I feel a bit more confident with my jumps. And this was an axle that I was doing from a 3 turn, and then I fell on that one. That one actually really hurt. I just had to pretend it didn't hurt. And then there was this axle that felt a bit wonky, and then I ended the day off with another sit spin. I wanted to see if I can get that position just right. So this was the fit after skating. I thought that was pretty cute. I just saw the shirt kept coming forward. I was always so scared that the shirt was going to fall off my back, but overall everything felt fine. I was a bit in pain from the period, but I think I pulled through. So that was the end of my skate, and as I was taking my skates off, I actually noticed how run down these boots are. These are only from 2 years of wear. I thought that I could get more life out of them. It's going to be something that I need to think about when I try to sell them. So that's the end of the session. I warmed down by doing some stretches, but really it was just something for my flexibility. I wasn't really kind of stretching things out to end the session. I think I was just stretching to make sure I'm still flexible. These were all of the exercises I should have done before skating, but I pushed it back, I guess. Hopefully it doesn't do much to my body. I think it's still good to stretch, doesn't matter what kind of stretches you do. So I'm working on my flexibility, and I think I get lower and lower each time, so that's good. And I've taken off my tights, and underneath it's actually a matching set. I'm kind of sad I didn't skate with that. That would have looked kind of cute. So now I am heading home after a nice skate session. Something just to, I guess, get the body going and keeping consistent.
Okay, finally it stopped raining, but it had to stop raining when I finished ice skating. It couldn't stop raining when I was going there. But yeah, so that's the end of the vlog. I guess that's it. Bye!